Okay, I want to make a video today. This basically is a response to Loki and some other guys who sent me Loki and I can't pronounce his YouTube name's Neprehemeni or something like that. He's learning a lot of languages like myself. He's learning a lot of languages like myself, and Loki, and they sent out email messages telling us, me and Loki and some other guy, about the languages they plan on tackling over the coming years. Okay, and I already made this list. I have actually 2 lists of languages hanging up on my wall in my room for all the languages I plan on learning. So I made a list of them here, and I have a list on my smaller marker board. So all of these languages, these are the languages that I will be learning over the next 10 years or just the future, just in general. Now, there may be more languages added to the list, but for now, these are the languages that I plan on learning over the next years or so. Okay, so and just to let you know, like my goal is still the same. All my languages, I want to try to reach at least an intermediate level. Okay, that's my goal for studying these languages. I want to try to reach at least an intermediate level. So my goal is pretty much the same. If I reach a higher level, then that's great. Intermediate, upper intermediate, that'd be great. Advanced, that'd be great, depending on circumstances. So, as far as the 3-month thing, I'm still doing that. I won't change that. I'll take a year and I'll choose 4 languages, and I'll study them for 3 months period time until I have reached at least an intermediate or an upper intermediate level in the language. Now, as I told you before, 5 hours a day. Okay, and that's every day. That's about 30 hours a week of studying the language. So that's my intensive study. And right now, I'm really focused on Estonian, and that's going to be going on for a while. Okay, so Estonian is going on now, and the next language will be Georgian. I'll get on Georgian for intensive, and then was it Georgian, Lithuanian? Just the same list I made before. So okay, let me get to this list here. So these are the languages that I'm going to be learning over the next few years or so. Alright, and a lot of these I've already dabbled around, I have knowledge in most of these already. So, let's see here. Okay, so Danish. Danish will be one of the languages I'll be learning. I don't have any knowledge at all in Danish. I haven't even touched Danish yet. Well, I did touch it. I listened to some audio and whatnot, but I can't remember what I've learned. I haven't really used it with someone in real life. I just kind of read over some pages to get it like basic understanding of the language. So I wouldn't consider having any knowledge in Danish. So this Danish is one of the languages I'll be learning. Dutch, no knowledge in Dutch, none. Ukrainian, no knowledge in Ukrainian. Greek, I have a little bit of knowledge in Greek. I touched it for a little bit. Romanian, no knowledge in Romanian. Portuguese, yes, I have some knowledge in Portuguese. Hebrew, I have knowledge in Hebrew. Croatian, no knowledge yet in Croatian. Swedish, I have a little bit of knowledge in Swedish. Somali, I have some knowledge in Somali. Bengali, knowledge in Bengali. Nepali, a little bit of knowledge in Nepali. So in this row here, all these languages, these are the languages I'm going to be learning. Okay, so we have Tagalog. I have some knowledge in Tagalog. Polish, Czech, Hausa. I have knowledge in Hausa, Yoruba, knowledge there. Igbo, knowledge there. Fulani, knowledge there. Wolof, knowledge there. Twi, same knowledge. Zulu, knowledge. Xhosa, knowledge. Spanish, knowledge. Italian, knowledge. So the second row, these are also going to be my future languages. German, French, Persian, Armenian, Uzbek, Turkish, Laos, Malay, Indonesian, Vietnamese, Thai, Bulgarian, Urdu, Hindi. Now the only languages, let's see, which language I don't have knowledge in? Uzbek. That's the only language in this group I don't have any knowledge in. I have knowledge in all these other ones except for Uzbek. I haven't really studied. Well, no. Actually, I take it back. I do have knowledge in Uzbek because I studied Uyghur, and that's pretty much the same. So yeah, I have some knowledge in Uzbek there. So okay, so the next row we have Arabic, Russian, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Hmong, Cantonese, Taiwanese, Javanese, Balinese, Kurdish, Kazakh, Berber, and Maltese. So languages I don't have knowledge in this row are Maltese, Berber, Kazakh, Balinese, and that's it. I have knowledge in the rest of these other languages. Okay. Let's see. Okay, last row we have Navajo, Tlingit, Mayan, Nahuatl, Esperanto, Uchinaguchi, this is Okinawa language, Uchinaguchi, Ainu, which is another language in Japan, and Syriac. I don't have any knowledge in these languages yet. None. So, yeah, these are all the languages that I'll be learning over the next 10 years, 20 years, or whatnot. Okay. So, since I have I already have my list of languages for a year, I choose 4 for intensive study. Okay. Now, if I had a time, I would study 2 languages intensively at the same time, but I can't do it right now because I have other stuff going on. I can't possibly study 2 languages intensively. That would be 10 hours a day, and I don't have 10 hours a day to give to 2 languages. I rarely have 5, so it's hard for now. So these are the languages I'll be learning over the next years. Okay. So this next list here, let's see, we have Estonian, Georgian, Icelandic, Lithuanian, Uyghur, Burmese, Cambodian, Hungarian. Only language, let's see, Hungarian is the only language I don't have any knowledge in. I have knowledge in all these other ones here. Okay. Tibetan, Finnish, Latvian, Amharic, Mongolian, Shona, Tamil, Sinhalese. So let's see, Finnish. Okay, Finnish, Latvian, Shona. Let me see, wait, what is it? Shona. Okay, yeah, so Shona and Latvian. These are the only 2 languages in this group I don't have any knowledge in. Everything else I've dabbled with and I've obtained some knowledge in them. And so these are all the languages that I have for my list over the next years or so. Okay, and like I said, I still have my list of languages for the year, 4 languages. Okay, 4, and I'm still doing Estonian. So right now, Estonian is going on. Now I did get sidetracked a little bit. I got a little busy from working with more students. So it's possible that my time may be, I may study Estonian longer. I may study it longer. Okay, so we'll see. So Georgian will be coming next, and then Iceland and Lithuanian, and then these other languages for my intensive study. Now, you guys may ask me, well, how do you have time to do it? Like I told you before in the other video, like on the weekend, I study random languages. It's random. I'll just choose any language, maybe 2 or 3 languages, and I'll spend like an hour or 2 studying those languages. Okay, and that's what I'm going to be doing for all of these languages. It's going to be dabbling around with a whole bunch of languages, but my intensive study languages, I will still be doing those at least Monday to Friday for at least 5 hours, at least trying to get 5 hours in. So I will be dabbling in a lot of these languages to just touch them, to get some, at least spend an hour or 2 on them, and not just have them sitting there waiting and say, okay, I'm going to do this one first and that one. Now, when it comes to intensive study, what I would recommend you guys do is to choose a language that you want to study intensively and focus on that for like at least 3 months. Or depending on how long, I like to use 3 months, but I would choose one language and focus on one language for intensive study and get that one good until you get to at least an intermediate level, and then you can move on, depending on what your goal is. So I would do that as far as focusing on one language. Now, other language you can still study like multiple languages, but you have to, you're not going to be able to study them intensively unless you got the time. If you got the time, you can study like 2 languages intensively at the same time. It's possible. But if you don't have time, you can't do it. It's hard. So these languages here, I will be dabbling with a lot of languages. In Navajo, like I told you guys before, I just got my Navajo resources, and yeah, I have Navajo, Tlingit, Mayan. I will be starting these. Okay, we'll be starting those real soon. So that's pretty much it. I just want to make this list for you guys, for Loki and another guy, to show you these are my languages. These are all languages I plan on learning over the next years or so. So there may be more languages coming. Okay, but for right now, this is my list of languages. These are all the languages I'm going to be learning. So that's pretty much it for now. So that's pretty much it for the video. And those of you who would like to see more people with a list, I've seen 2 people's lists so far. I've seen Loki's list, and I've seen, I can't remember this guy's name, Neprahamini. I've seen his list. So I'll be happy to see some other people's lists of languages that you guys have and intend on learning over the next year or so. Make a video response or put it in the comment area. Alright, I think that's it for now, and thanks for viewing the video, guys.